The sun was high in the clear blue sky above the small town of Rahapur. Birds sang, children played. Cars moved on dusty roads. But at exactly 3:17 p.m., everything changed. Without warning, lights flickered, radios crackled. Phones lost signal. Electricity died all across Earth cities and villages alike. In an instant, the world fell silent. On a quiet street, Zara and her father, Dr. Malik, stepped outside their modest home. The sudden darkness startled them. "Papa, what's going on?" Zara asked, her small hand gripping his. Dr. Malik looked around. "I don't know, Beta, but stay close." They watched neighbors stumble out of their homes, confused. People tried to restart cars, flip light switches, make calls, but nothing worked. Within seconds, the silence settled in. Deep underground, miles away, alien ships had slid into Earth's atmosphere. They used stealth technology so no telescope or radar noticed. Now they hovered in orbit, waiting down above Rotpur, a large oval. Shape appeared, invisible at first. The sky went darker, as if a cloud passed, but there were no clouds. A soft hum vibrated through the ground. Zara felt it before she heard it. She pointed. "Papa, look." Dr. Malik saw a smooth, dark shadow moving over their street. It blocked the sun, casting an eerie black circle on the ground. "Stay inside," he warned. But it was too late. The shadow glowed. A round hatch opened above them. A low, robotic voice echoed through the town. "Earth inhabitants, this planet is now claimed. Do not resist. Surrender will be advantageous." People gasped. A few screamed. Many froze. Dr. Malik clenched Zara's hand, shielding her eyes. Zara's heart pounded. Yet inside her head, she heard the same voice again, softly. Clear, direct, not mechanical but personal. "You there? Why don't you run?" Zara tried to speak out loud. No sound. The voice repeated, "You are different." Dr. Malik looked at her. "Zara, are you okay?" She felt dizzy. "I heard something, Papa. I heard them in my head." Dr. Malik's face turned pale. He muttered, "Come inside now." Inside their house, Dr. Malik checked his small radios, his tools. Scribbled notes. He was once a scientist, but he left the field years ago. Now he experimented in his garage. Zara sat on the stairs, her head throbbing. "They spoke to me," she whispered. Dr. Malik stared at her. "Let me see." He placed his hand on her forehead. No fever, no medical sign. "But your brain waves, Zara. Maybe something changed in you." Outside, townspeople gathered in the street. Above, the oval ship hovered like a predator. Its surface was smooth metal, dark as obsidian. No windows, no lights, only a silent threat. Soldiers arrived armored and uniformed. They formed a line facing the skyship. They raised rifles. They shone floodlights up. A slot opened in the fosse. Ship, a beam of pale white light hit the ground. People shielded their eyes. From above, 4 tall figures stepped out. Their bodies were lithe and long. They wore dark suits, helmets with colorful visors. They walked as one, slow and deliberate. Soldiers fired. Bullets bounced off alien armor with sparks, but no effect. The floodlights lit them fully. Their visors glowed. "Cease fire," an officer yelled. "We don't know what." The aliens raised their hands. Instantly, the soldiers froze. Rifles lowered, bodies stiff. Zara watched, heart racing. She felt fear and something else. A shiver of curiosity. One alien taller than the others spoke into a collar. The same voice Zara heard in her head, now loud through speakers. "Human soldiers, you appear ready to die. Do not test us. Surrender. This planet is now under our rule." Each word rang cold and clear. The soldiers dropped to their knees. The crowd gasped. A few people cried. A woman grabbed her daughter. A man fell to the ground, trembling. The tall alien looked at Zara's house. His gaze paused. For a moment, his head turned as if sensing something. Zara and Dr. Malik stared. Then the alien lowered his hand, signaling departure. The beam reversed, lifting them back into the ship. With a low hum, the oval ship glided up, then vanished into the sky in seconds. The lights of the ship blinked out, and the world plunged into silence again. No blackout. Just silence and awe, then. Sirens began, alarms wailed. Helicopters flew overhead, searching the sky. Zara and Dr. Malik stepped outside. Townspeople shouted questions. Soldiers stood confused. The world was stunned. The invaders came. And left so quickly. "Let's go to the command center," Dr. Malik said. He grabbed Zara's hand. "We need answers." In the makeshift command center, an old civic building, local leaders, police, and a few scientists gathered around screens, though they were black. Lights were back on inside. One radio clicked. A rough voice on the national emergency frequency said, "All regions report worldwide blackout and alien incursion. Damage limited so far. Please stay calm. Government forces are mobilizing." Silence fell. Then someone muttered, "They froze our soldiers." Another voice said, "Did anyone see where they taken the troops?" No answers. Zara tugged at her father's sleeve. "Papa, I heard them." "They think I'm different." Dr. Malik frowned. "Stand back, Beta." He pulled out a handheld scanner he once used for science projects. He pointed it at Zara. A soft beep rang. The scanner's tiny screen flickered and glowed. Unidentified signal. Probable extraterrestrial presence detected. Crowd gasped. Someone whispered, "Alien inside her?" Zara shook her head. "They talk to me, but quietly inside my head." Dr. Malik looked worried. "Maybe their system thinks you're a part of them, or they can't sense you normally." "Anne." Army colonel stepped forward. "Exceptional? Is she dangerous?" Dr. Malik shook his head. "I think she's key to understanding them. Let me study her." The colonel thought for a moment. "Fine, but she stays with us safe. No experiments without oversight." Over the next hour, more signals came in. Across the world, major cities fell silent. Military bases reported white beam, soldiers frozen. No casualties yet, but global fear spread. On a news channel, the anchor's face looked terrified. Double quotes. Their message, "Surrender or be destroyed." Experts say this may be a coordinated planetary takeover. More updates as they come. Zara sat in a quiet corridor. Security guards watched her, uncertain. She clutched her school backpack. Her phone buzzed. No service. Then she heard the voice again, soft, calm. "Why did you not run?" Her heart raced. She looked around. Nobody saw her talking to herself. She answered in her head, "Who are you?" "I am Torv. What do you want?" Zara wrote in her notebook. They allowed pencils. "I want peace. We don't want war." "But our leaders do." Zara froze. "An alien offering peace?" She whispered, "Can I trust you?" "Yes," the voice said gently. "But if they know, they'll destroy me and you." Zara blinked, stunned. Meanwhile, Dr. Malik entered a small lab set up in the command center basement. "Computers, scribbled papers, wires everywhere," he said. To a local scientist, "Let me see her brain scan." The scientist handed over a small EEG headset. Dr. Malik placed it on Zara's head. She sat in a guard chair. The machine whirred. Wires traced. Dr. Malik watched the screen. Waves flashed in strange patterns. He whispered, This is unlike any human pattern. Something else, mixed in." The colonel looked over his shoulder. "What does it mean?" Dr. Malik swallowed. "Hard. It means she's connected." "To them," the colonel scowled. "To them? So she's a risk. Double quotes. Dr. Malik shook his head. "Or a bridge." Outside, the sun was setting. Towns silently watched the dark oval ship who returned to orbit. And hovered, no movement, no sound. People whispered in fear. In nearby streets, markets closed. Families prayed. Some cried. From above, dozens of smaller ships burst from the mothership. They glowed red. They moved fast, scanning the land. Suddenly, the ships hooked onto tall towers, high-voltage transmission lines. They pulled energy. Electric arcs exploded. Into the sky. Lights in small towns flickered. At the command center, alarm sirens rang loud. "Colonel, they're drawing power." Someone shouted. "Stop them," the colonel yelled. Soldiers grabbed rifles, but it made no sense. They had no ammo or orders. They ran outside. The red ships glinted at electricity towers. They fused with the lines. Energy crackled. Within seconds, towers burned. Power went out again. The colonel cursed. "They're draining Earth's power." Dr. Malik placed his hand on Zara's shoulder. "Papa?" she asked softly. He looked at her. "They're probing us. They want our resources." She whispered, "They talk to me. They know I'm here." He sighed. "We'll study you. Keep you safe. We'll find their weakness." Zara nodded. Fear mixed with determination in her eyes. Night came. A few helicopters circled, lights blinking. Curfews announced on radios. The command center was lit by dim bulbs. Dr. Malik and Zara sat at a small table, facing the EA machine. Zara kept her eyes closed, listening. Silence hung. Zara heard again, loud inside her head. "They will come for you. They will come soon." She gasped. She opened her eyes. Sure, she saw movement in the corridor. Dr. Malik leaned in. "Tell me what they said." Zara's voice trembled. "They said, they will come for me. Soon." Suddenly, lights flickered. The doors shook. A low hum sounded. Soldiers rushed in. Colonel's orders. "Take her to safe location." A sergeant sighed. "Now." Dr. Malik stood, worried but calm. "I will escort her." They led Zara down a dimly lit corridor. The whole command center seemed filled with tension. People whispered as they passed. They took an elevator down 3 floors into a secure bunker. The door closed behind them. Heavy steel walls surrounded them. Zara looked around. Only a small steel room, monitors, guards. Dr. Malik bent and whispered, "We are safe. For now." She nodded. "Torv says they know about the bunker." He stared at her. "How?" She shivered. "I don't know. But I heard them in my head again." Dr. Malik closed his eyes. "We have to trust each other." Zara took a deep breath. "I trust you, Papa." They stood there, hearts pounding, as faint red lights from monitors reflected on the ceiling. The hum of backup generators filled their ears. And somewhere above, in the darkness of the sky, the alien ship waited. Cliffhanger ending. Zara closed her eyes again. She heard Torv's voice. "They are coming for you." To take away that signal. She opened her eyes. Through a small window, she saw a soft red glow like the beam of an alien scanner lighting the wall behind her. They were inside the bunker. Inside the underground bunker, the air felt cold. The red glow from the wall slowly faded. Zara stared at it, frozen. Dr. Malik moved quickly to cover the window. That was an alien scan. They found the bunker. The soldier nearby grabbed his radio. "Colonel, this is Bunker 3. We've been scanned." The radio only hissed. "No response." Zara whispered, "They're blocking signals." "They don't want anyone to talk." Dr. Malik nodded. "Yes, they're isolating us." The soldier looked nervous. "Do we move her?" "No," Dr. Malik said firmly. "It's too risky. She stays here." "With me." Zara sat down slowly, her heart beat fast. Inside her head, Torv spoke again. "They know about you, but they do not understand you." She closed her eyes. "Why?" she asked. "Because you are not like the others. You think sideways. You do not follow logic like we do, she frowned. That's a bad thing? No, Torv said. That's what makes humans dangerous. Far above, in orbit, the alien mothership hovered silently. Inside, Commander Varix reviewed Earth's defense reports. They use internal combustion engines, an officer said with disgust. Primitive, loud, polluting. Varix didn't blink. Primitive is not the same as harmless, he pointed to the screen. One of our ground patrols stopped functioning. The officer nodded. Yes, sir. It exploded in a remote desert sector. We don't know why. No weapon detected? None. No missile, no human tech. The machine just failed. Varix's face grew tense. Check for corruption. Check for human interference. Back on Earth, Zara and Dr. Malik were moved secretly from the bunker to a hidden lab in an old hospital. The military had stopped trusting big bases. They were too easy to find. The new lab was small but safe, surrounded by thick concrete. Zara stood near the window, looking out at the empty streets. The power was still out. The city was too quiet. Why me, Papa? She asked. Dr. Malik adjusted a strange device on the table. I don't know, but I think your brain is different. You don't block the alien frequency like others. Zara turned. So they can speak to me? He nodded. And maybe you can speak back. She took a deep breath. Can you test me again? He smiled. Of course. She sat. He placed the EEG headset on her head. The screen lit up with strange patterns more complex than before. Suddenly, the lights flickered. The machine beeped. Zara's voice changed slightly. They're watching us now. Dr. Malik stepped back. Zara? She blinked. Sorry, that was him, Torv. He nodded. Let's try something. He took out a small black device one he had built in secret. This is a signal jammer. If it works, it might block alien scans. He placed it on the table and turned it on. For the first time in hours, Zara felt peace. The voice in her head went quiet. The air seemed lighter. It's working, she said. Dr. Malik smiled. Good. Now we test something new. Meanwhile, far away in another city, a small group of humans ambushed an alien patrol. They wore old hunting gear, used smoke bombs, and attacked with steel rods. Surprisingly, they succeeded. One alien machine fell completely disabled. The rebels dragged it away. Commander Varix received the report. He slammed his fist on the console. They are not obeying. They were supposed to fear. An advisor stepped forward. Should we erase the city? No, Varix said coldly. Not yet. First, we understand their madness. Back in the hidden lab, Zara and Dr. Malik worked late into the night. Using parts from broken radios and old computers, they built a communication signal. It was small but strange. We are going to send a message, Dr. Malik said. Directly into orbit. Zara looked nervous. What do we say? He smiled. Something they won't expect. They typed, You thought we would surrender, but you were wrong. Zara hit send. A short pulse went into the sky, small, invisible, but powerful. Across the globe, strange things began to happen. In Africa, villagers tricked an alien machine into a swamp. It sank and never came back up. In Brazil, hackers reprogrammed a small alien drone using a TV remote signal. In Russia, a group of teenagers lured aliens into a steel factory, then lit it on fire. The aliens were confused. These humans, they do not act with logic, Varix said. They're chaotic, irrational. An advisor replied, Their actions don't follow patterns. Exactly, Varix whispered. Which makes them dangerous. Back at the hospital lab, Zara received a message. Not from Torv, but from someone else. You are not alone. We see you. We will help you. Trust. The boy with the scar. She blinked. Boy with the scar? Dr. Malik looked puzzled. What? She told him. He nodded slowly. We may have allies. Just then, the power shut down. Emergency lights turned red. A voice came through a speaker. Security breach. Incoming aerial craft. Evacuate now. Zara and Dr. Malik grabbed their things. Soldiers. Rushed them out. Outside, the sky was full of movement. A dozen red alien scout ships hovered above. They found us, one soldier said. Dr. Malik whispered. We need to hide, not run. They rushed into a back alley. Zara pulled out the signal jammer and turned it on. The ships stopped moving just for a moment. Enough time, they escaped. A few hours later, deep in the countryside, they reached a farmhouse. Inside were others, scientists, soldiers, and one teenager with a scar on his cheek. Zara stared. You're the boy, he smiled. You got the message. His name was Rahan. He had fought off an alien scout using his bare hands and a live wire. Now he was helping others build safe zones. Zara sat with him, sharing everything she knew. Raham listened carefully. He said, We've learned one thing. They can't predict emotion. Rage, love, panic, it confuses them. Dr. Malik added, and we can use that. If we stay unpredictable, we can win. Back on the mothership, Varix was losing patience. These humans are not following the plan. He opened a communication line. All units, prepare for global silence. Begin Phase 2, control the mind. But deep in the alien systems, someone watched quietly. Torv. He typed a hidden message. Zara, they are planning something worse. I will stop them, if I can. At the farmhouse, Zara felt dizzy again. Torv, she said, he's in danger. Dr. Malik held her hand. What did he say? They're going to control minds, everyone, not just soldiers, everyone. Rayhan stood. Then we move now. We spread the word, we fight. Zara smiled weakly. We're not ready. Dr. Malik looked at her and said, maybe not. But we're learning fast. Cliffhanger ending late that night, in a quiet forest clearing. Zara stared at the sky. Suddenly, she saw something falling like a star. It landed in the trees nearby. She and Rayhan ran toward it. There, half buried in mud, was a broken alien pod. And inside was an alien, alive, but not a soldier. It was Torv. The forest was quiet. Only the sound of crickets. Alien pod. It was smoking, cracked from the fall. Rayhan held a metal rod tightly. Don't get too close. Zara ignored him. She stepped forward. The pod's door opened slowly with a hiss. Cold air rushed out. Inside, the alien was curled up, breathing heavily. Its skin was smooth and silver blue, like water under moonlight. Its large black eyes blinked at her, not with anger, but pain. Zara gasped. Torv, the alien slowly nodded. I chose you. Dr. Malik arrived seconds later. He stared at the alien in disbelief. This is the one? He asked. Zara nodded. He's the voice. He's been speaking to me since day one. Torv looked weak. His body was shaking. Zara knelt beside him. Why are you here? I disobeyed my orders, Torv said in a soft, echoing voice. They wanted to control your minds. I refused. Dr. Malik frowned. Why? Because of her. Torv pointed at Zara. She thinks in ways we cannot understand. It scared me, but it also fascinated me. I wanted to know why, Zara whispered. You came to help us? Yes, but they found out, so they shot me down. Rihan crossed his arms. And now we're supposed to trust an alien? Zara stood. He risked his life to warn us. That means something. Dr. Malik agreed. Let's take him to the barn. He needs rest, and we need answers. Hiding an alien, they carried Torv into the farmhouse barn and laid him on soft hay. Dr. Malik hooked up an IV with fluid and vitamins. It was a guess, but it worked. Torv slowly began to speak again. I was part of the scanning fleet, he said. I watched you. I studied you. But then I started feeling. Feeling what? Rehan asked, curiosity. Then guilt, then. Something like hope, Zara nodded. You weren't made to feel, were you? No, he admitted. We were trained to erase feeling. But Earth changed me. Dr. Malik leaned in. Tell us about their plan. What's coming next? Torv's eyes turned serious. They've built a device in orbit. It will send a wave into Earth's atmosphere. It won't kill, but it will numb. Minds will stop resisting. People will obey, Rehan cursed. Mind control. Zara shook her head. When? In 4 Earth days, at full moon. That's when the planet's field is weakest. The first human-alien alliance in the following hours, a secret meeting, was held inside the farmhouse. Trusted survivors, engineers, and fighters gathered around. Zara stood in the center. Torv beside her, still weak but alert. Dr. Malik turned on a small projector. It showed a diagram of Earth and the alien satellite weapon. Torv spoke. This is the control beacon. It sends the signal to ground units and ships. If we destroy this, their army loses command. How do we reach it? One soldier asked. It's inside a protected ring of ships. No human weapon can reach it. Zara asked, what if we don't use weapons? What if we trick them? Everyone looked at her. She pointed to Torv. They can't read emotion. They don't understand lies or jokes. That's our weapon. Torv nodded. It might work, but someone would need to go up there. Silence. Then Rehan stepped forward. Then I'll go. Meanwhile, in orbit, Commander Varix paced inside his chamber. The signal device is ready? He asked. Yes, Commander, replied the engineer. Full pulse in 96 Earth hours. Good. Begin scanning for rebels. Especially the one who escaped Torv. But sir, he is one of us. Varix turned sharply. He's a traitor now, and traitors must be erased. Suddenly, an alert flashed. Unidentified signal detected. Earth surface. Language, hybrid code. Varix frowned. Show me. The screen blinked. A message appeared. You tried to silence us. Now hear this. Earth fights back. Varix's face turned pale. They're learning ... Human creativity strikes back's era, and Dr. Malik worked with a small team to build a decoy drone. It looked like a human satellite but sent fake signals to confuse the alien radar. Torv added a secret code that only alien machines could understand. If we send this into orbit, Dr. Malik said, it can give Rehan and Zara a small window to reach the real control beacon. Wait, Rehan said. Zara's going too? Zara nodded. You can't fly that ship alone. And Torv says I can interface with alien tech. Maybe I can shut it down. Rehan hesitated. It's dangerous. So's doing nothing. Training for the Impossibility began training Zara and Rehan inside the barn using holograms. They learned how to navigate alien systems, how to fly in zero gravity, and how to bypass security with emotion-based thinking. Torv explained. They don't expect tricks. They don't expect surprises. If you act like humans, not soldiers, you might succeed. Rehan practiced maneuvers with a stolen alien glider. Zara trained her mind to block external signals. On the final night, Dr. Malik hugged her. I wish I could go instead. She smiled. But I'm the one they hear. I have to go. The night launch hidden in the forest, Torv and Dr. Malik had rebuilt a crashed alien escape pod. It was barely functional, but just enough. It was small, fast, and invisible to alien radar for exactly 3 minutes after launch. That was their window. Zara and Rehan climbed inside. Torv handed Zara a small stone-like device. This is a memory crystal. If I don't survive, you'll know everything inside this. Zara gripped it. Thank you, Torv smiled. You showed me that logic is not the highest form of intelligence. Courage is. With a deep breath, they launched into the stars, cliffhanger ending as the ship broke through the atmosphere. Zara looked down at Earth. It was dark, but beautiful. Then, alarms blared. Alien fighters detected them earlier than expected. They were under attack. Rayhan gripped the controls. They're faster. Zara closed her eyes and whispered, Torv, help us. Suddenly, a voice answered, not from inside the ship. But from inside her. I never left. And just as the fighters closed in, the ship vanished into a secret wormhole. Torv had hidden in Earth's magnetic field. The mission had begun. Breaking through the stars, the wormhole was a flash of white and blue. For a few seconds, Zara felt like her body was everywhere at once, light, heavy, floating, and falling. Then silence. They were in space. Rayhan took a deep breath. We made it. Zara opened her eyes. Ahead was the alien station, the control beacon. It looked like a dark spinning diamond in space, surrounded by defense rings and glowing with strange lights. Alien ships floated around it, like sharks guarding a nest. Zara touched the crystal Torv had given her. It was warm. Let's do this, she whispered. Landing inside the Beastorv's codes worked. The pod passed through the first scanner. Without alerting security, Zara and Rayhan landed quietly in the maintenance dock of the control station. The air inside was cold and artificial. Lights pulsed like a heartbeat. They wore stolen alien suits that covered their bodies. Helmets changed their body heat and movement to look alien on the sensors. Stick to the plan, Zara said. Rayhan nodded. Find the core. Shut it down. Get out. They walked into the silent hallway, every step echoing. They were now inside the enemy's mind, the core of control. Meanwhile, deep inside the station's control room, Commander Varric stood near the central beam. The machine hummed like a sleeping monster. The mind wave is ready, an alien officer said. Full power, 42 Earth hours left. Varric touched the control panel. All this noise, all this chaos. Soon Earth will go quiet. But then a red warning blinked. Unregistered DNA signature. Detected in Dock Bay 6. Varric narrowed his eyes. Send a seeker drone. Check it, quietly. Unseen enemy. Zara and Rayhan moved fast through the narrow corridors. Every wall looked the same, metal and black glass. Zara pointed at a small vent. This way. Rayhan crawled through first. How do you know? I don't, but I feel it. Inside her mind, the strange alien system hummed. It wasn't speaking to her, but she was feeling it. As if the station itself was alive. Then suddenly, a drone appeared behind them, silent, floating. Zara turned. It scanned them, but before it could send a signal, Rayhan leaped forward and smashed it with a metal rod. The drone sparked and fell. Let's keep moving, Rayhan said, breathing hard. Zara stared at the broken drone. They know now. The heart of the signal. They reached the center, a wide room. Glowed with spinning energy. In the middle floated a core pulsing like a brain. Zara stepped forward. This is it. Rayhan took out the pulse jammer. We plant this, and it fries the beacon. Zara touched the glass. Images flashed in her mind. Earth cities, alien plans, mind control waves. She whispered, it's not just a weapon. It's alive. What do you mean? She closed her eyes. This thing is part computer, part consciousness. It thinks, it learns. Then she heard the voice again. TORV. Double quotes. Be careful, Zara. The beacon will fight back. The beacon fights as soon. As she placed her hand on the panel, the core reacted. Sparks flew. A wave of energy hit her mind. She screamed, falling to her knees. Zara saw images. The invasion. The first tests, humans failing. Cities burning. The beacon tried to break her will. Inside her head, a voice spoke. You are weak. You are emotional. You cannot win. But Zara replied, emotions are not weakness. They're power. And she pushed back. The core pulsed and cracks formed. Rayhan sacrificed while Zara battled mentally. Rayhan placed the jammer inside the machine's base. Alarms blared, doors slammed, security bots rushed in. Rayhan blocked the entrance with metal beams. I'll hold them off. Do what you have to do. Zara stood up. Her nose was bleeding, but her eyes were fierce. She touched the beacon's heart and sent one final signal. We are not your prey. We are not machines. We are Earth. The core screamed a high-pitched frequency like a dying star dot, and then boom. The beacon collapsed inward, shaking the entire station. The signal had stopped. Escape and Zara grabbed Rayhan's hand. We did it, but the station was falling apart. Fires broke out. Power lines exploded. Zero gravity hit as systems failed. They ran to the launch dock. Only one pod was still active. Rayhan pushed her forward. You go. Zara shook her head. No, we go together. He smiled sadly. Only one seat. You have to survive. The world needs you. Tears in her eyes, Zara kissed his forehead. You're braver than any hero I've known. Rayhan opened the door and threw her in. As the pod launched, Zara looked back and saw Rayhan disappear in flames. Back on Earth, the skies cleared. The alien signal faded. Across the world, people felt free again. A soldier in India dropped his gun and looked at the sky. A child in France laughed after weeks of fear. A woman in Nigeria hugged her family, crying. The Earth had just won its first battle. Varix realizes on the mothership. Commander Varix stared at the empty screen. The beacon is gone, his officer said. Varix growled. Impossible. How? 2 humans with help from the traitor. Varix whispered. So, it begins. He turned to his army. Prepare the next wave. We will not lose again. Zara returned. Zara's pod crashed into a forest lake. She swam to shore, coughing, freezing, but alive. Dr. Malik was waiting with other survivors. He ran to her. Where's Rayhan? Zara fell into his arms. He saved us all. She gave him the crystal Torv had left. There's still more. It's not over. Dr. Malik nodded. Then we fight again. Darkness returns. 3 days passed since Zara destroyed the control beacon. Earth had started healing. Skies cleared. People laughed again, but peace didn't last that far above. The mothership moved closer to Earth. Inside, Commander Varix stood before his warriors. His voice was cold. They think they've won. Let them think. Now we hunt. He raised his hand. A new alien unit stepped forward. Tall, black-armored, red eyes, silent, deadly. Varix whispered, Send in the hunters. Hunters on Earth. They landed at night. 6 ships, fast and silent. The hunters stepped out. No noise, no talking. Just scanning. Their mission, find and kill Zara. She was now Earth's symbol. Destroy her, and Earth's hope would fall. Zara in hiding. Zara stayed at a hidden base in the old mountains of Turkey. Dr. Malik had built it with survivors safe. Deep underground. She trained daily. She studied Torv's crystal, unlocking more alien knowledge. One night, she stared at the stars. She whispered, Why did you choose me, Torv? The crystal glowed. A message played in the air. Because you ask why, even when others follow blindly. Because you question everything. That's what makes you dangerous to them. Zara smiled sadly. I miss you. Then suddenly an alarm. Movement detected. Unfamiliar heat signals. Too fast. Too silent. Zara stood. They're here. First attack. The ground shook. Boom. Boom. Zara and the fighters rushed to the control room. A screen showed 6 red dots moving toward them. Those are not regular soldiers, Dr. Malik said. Look at their speed. Zara grabbed her gear. We fight smart, not hard. Rayhan's voice echoed in her mind. Survive first, win second. They set traps. EMP bombs, smoke diversions, heat flares, but the hunters broke through like machines. One smashed a wall with its arm. Another dodged bullets like they were slow motion. Zara fired her plasma pistol. It barely slowed one down. "Fall back!" she yelled. The chase began. Zara and a small group escaped into a secret tunnel. The hunters followed relentless. Doctor Malik and the others stayed behind to delay them. Zara looked back one last time. "Thank you." Boom! The mountain shook again as the base exploded. Dr. Malik and others were gone. Zara didn't cry. Not yet. She couldn't afford to. Now. She was being hunted. Torv's memory in the next cave stop. Zara opened the crystal. Again. It played another message. Hunters do not think. They track. They adapt. But they don't understand unpredictability. She smiled. "Then I'll give them chaos." Using Earth as a weapon, Zara led the hunters into a swamp. Their sensors didn't understand mud, heat, insects. They sank. She attacked from above trees. Used mirrors, sounds, confused them, then into a desert. One hunter followed but lost its vision in the bright sandstorms. Zara used the environment like a sword. "You use machines," she whispered. "We are nature." The wounded one night. She found a wounded hunter, its mask cracked. It wasn't fully alien. Inside was a hybrid. Human brain, alien body. She stared at it. "You're one of us?" It tried to speak, but exploded. Self-destruct. She stepped back, shocked. "They're using us. Against ourselves." The turning point. Zara found shelter in an old city, abandoned Berlin. There, she met a surprise. A boy, 10 years old, hiding. With his dog, he stared at her. "You're Zara, right?" She nodded. "You're the one they're afraid of." He smiled. "I want to help." Zara's choice that night. The final hunter found them. It attacked the boy's shelter. Zara had only one imp left. If she used it wrong, she'd die too. She threw it. It blasted the area. She collapsed. When she woke up, the boy was holding her hand. "You saved me." "And the hunter?" "Destroyed." The message spreads the next day. A radio signal went out. "Zara lives." The hunters are beatable. Earth is not broken. People everywhere heard it. In jungles, deserts, bunkers, ruins they cheered. Zara had become more than a person. She was a story, a spark, a symbol. Varex's reaction. Commander Varex watched Earth's transmissions. He slammed his fist. "You want to play with stories, girl? Then hear mine. The next wave will erase you." He pressed a button. A map showed a huge object moving toward Earth. The World Breaker. 1 week later, the Earth was quiet again. Too quiet. Zara sat by a campfire with the boy she had saved. His name was Aris. He looked up at the stars. Will they come again? Zara didn't answer. She was staring at the sky too, because above the clouds, something massive had arrived. The shadow in the sky all over the world. People saw it. A black shadow, bigger than any ship before, blocking out the sun in parts of Asia and Europe. Satellite images confirmed it. A giant alien weapon. Name: the World Breaker. Size: 50 times larger than the mothership. Purpose: unknown. But Zara knew. They're done playing. They want to end Earth in one strike. The broken team reunites. Zara sent a signal to every survivor team, rebel group, and military cell. Meet me at Base 9. Bring everything. At the secret meeting in a broken underground airport, leaders gathered, old, young, civilian, soldier. She stood before them. They call it the World Breaker. It's not just a ship. It's a weapon designed to wipe us out in hours. Silence. But there's one weakness. It's powered by something deep below us. Someone asked, "What do you mean?" Zara showed. Then Torv's final message. A hologram of Earth appeared. The aliens built the World Breaker using an ancient core inside Earth, a crystal chamber hidden since before humans walked. If we reach it before they do, we can shut it all down. A mission into the planet. Zara handpicked her team. Captain Lin, tunnel expert. Quiet, smart, Boone, explosives, jokes and danger. Aaliyah, former alien prisoner, knows their tech. Zara herself. Leader, fighter, spark of earth, their target. A giant sinkhole in Central Africa. The crystal chamber lay beneath it, alien guards. We're already near. The clock was ticking. Journey through Earth, they went deep, mile by mile. Into the Earth's crust. Temperatures rose. Air got heavy, caves twisted in unnatural shapes. Signs of old alien structures. Appeared metal bones of machines never meant for humans to see. Then they found it. A glowing tunnel of blue light. Zara whispered, "We're close." But someone was waiting. The guardian below, massive creature, stood at the final gate. Not alien. Not human. It was ancient. Built from crystal, steel, and fire. Eyes like stars. It spoke inside their minds. "Why do you enter the heart of Earth?" Zara stepped forward. "To stop the world breaker. To save our people." The guardian paused. Others came before. They only wanted power. "Why are you different?" she answered. "Because we want to live, not conquer." It stared at her for a long time. Then it moved aside. Then pass. And remember, the key is not strength. It is balance. Inside the crystal core, the chamber was beautiful floating shards of glowing crystal. Swirling energy, ancient machines. Zara walked forward and placed Torv's crystal in a socket. The room reacted. Images filled the air. The creation of the aliens, the lost humans they once were. How their minds turned cold. And how Earth was the last piece of their original home. Aaliyah gasped. "They're not just invaders. They're lost children of Earth." Boone whispered, "Then why? Do they want to kill us?" Zara answered, "Because we remind them of what they used to be." The plan to fight back. The crystal revealed the world breaker's power link, directly connected to this core. Zara turned to the team. "If we send a reversed pulse through this core, we can disable the ship, but we'll only have one shot." Boone planted charges as a backup. Lin rewired the core's signal. Aaliyah adjusted frequencies. Zara watched the time. "Ready?" They nodded. She flipped the switch. The sky burns above Earth. The world breaker charged its beam. A red glow built under its hull. Target: Asia, Europe, and Africa. But just before the beam fired, boom! A massive pulse burst from the ground. World breaker flickered. Systems failed. Its weapons shut down. The giant ship crashed into the ocean, shaking the Earth. Varrix's fury back in the alien command ship. Commander Varrix screamed. "How? She was one girl." An officer replied. "She used the core, the chamber, it answered her." Varrix turned to the screen. "Then we bring the war to the surface. We land, we burn. We end it face to face." Zara's message to Earth from the chamber. Zara sent one final signal. The world breaker has fallen. But they are not done. They will land now. They will fight us directly. This is not the end, but it is our chance. Stand, everywhere. Fight, together. From forests to cities, mountains to oceans, people prepared. The final battle was coming. 2 days after the crash, the world breaker had fallen. Half sunk in the Pacific Ocean. Its wreckage smoked for miles. But Earth knew it wasn't over. Commander Varrix had survived. Now he prepared for the final invasion. No more machines. More long-distance weapons. He would fight face to face. He stood before his troops, thousands of alien warriors. No more second chances, no more tricks. Burn their cities, find the girl. Kill her. Zara's broadcast all over Earth. People listened as radios crackled. Zara's voice came on. This is it. They're landing. City by city, forest by forest. This is not just a fight for land. This is for memory, for home, for the future. Every one of you matters now. Stand. Her words spread like fire. In Japan, an old soldier picked up his sword. In Brazil, street kids turned drones into scouts. In Kenya, tribes united with tech fighters. The world wasn't ready, but it was willing. Alien ground invasion begins. Ships fell from the sky like rain. In London, alien troops marched through ruins. In Delhi, they blocked the rivers. In Cairo, they blasted pyramids. Zara led her team in Central Command, now set up in Iceland's underground base. Elia pointed at a map. They're not just attacking, they're dividing us. Zara replied, then we don't fight like an army, we fight like shadows. The Earth Alliance strikes. Zara sent small, fast teams everywhere. In Tokyo, a group disabled alien signal towers. In Morocco, rebels hid weapon supply routes. In Los Angeles, hackers shut down alien armor suits. Each win was small, but together, they slowed the enemy. One alien commander said in fear, they move like they're everywhere. We can't pin them down. Varix gets personnel. Varix couldn't take it anymore. He gave a direct order, no more waiting. I will face her myself. He entered his personal war armor, black and red, powered by rage. He flew across the sky toward Zara's signal. The final face-off begins. Zara stood on a cliff in the Arctic. Snow fell softly around her. She watched Varix land like a meteor. He stepped forward slowly. You're clever, for a creature raised in dirt. Zara didn't move. And you're afraid, for a creature made for war. They circled each other. Varix laughed coldly. You know nothing of fear. Let me teach you. The duel. He charged. Armor cracked the ground with each step. Zara dodged. Fast, clean. She shot her. Plasma weapon missed. He swung an energy blade, barely missed her head. Zara used the environment. Smoke, ice, mirrors of light. But Varix was a beast. He roared and knocked her down. You're only alive because of luck, Zara coughed, bleeding. No, I'm alive because I never stopped standing. She threw her last crystal grenade right under his armor plate. Boom. The explosion didn't kill him, but it knocked his systems offline. Zara's choice. Zara stood over him. She pointed her pistol at his head. He looked up, weak. Do it. Finish it. She paused. Then lowered her gun. That's the difference between us. You destroy, we protect. Varix growled. Then you're weak, Zara whispered. No. I'm still human. She turned, but he reached for a hidden blade. Bang. A shot echoed. A riss. The boy stood behind her, smoke rising from the gun. You don't touch her. Varix's body went still. The warlord was dead. The enemy falls back with Varix gone. The alien army panicked. Their command system collapsed. Earth's fighters pushed back hard. Ships crashed. Soldiers surrendered. Others fled. In 48 hours, Earth was free. The world breathes. People came out of hiding. Some cried. Some cheered. Some just stood in silence. Zara looked up at the stars. Aaliyah stood beside her. It's over. Zara shook her head. It's just beginning. Buried truths revealed back in the core chamber. The crystals lit up again. A final message from Torv played. Now that the war is over, Earth can rebuild. But remember, there are other stars. Other lost children. They may come. Be ready. And teach them what it means to be human. Zara closed her eyes. We will. 2 months later, the war was over. The skies were clear. Alien ships were either destroyed or buried deep under the oceans. Earth had scars, but it was alive. Zara stood on a hill near what used to be Paris. Children played in the grass. Old buildings were being rebuilt. People smiled. For the first time in years, Earth felt like home again. Zara's reflection. She walked through the ruins of the Eiffel Tower. Aris walked beside her, holding a rebuilt radio. Are we safe now? He asked. Zara didn't answer. Right away, she looked at the clouds. Safe, maybe for now. But the stars are wide, and someone else out there might try again. He looked worried. What do we do then? Zara smiled gently. Then we remind them. Just like we reminded the last ones. The Global Council forms in Iceland. World leaders met underground. Survivors. Scientists, fighters, teachers. They sat at a round table. No flags, no borders. Zara entered the room quietly. They stood in respect. One leader said, "We're not countries anymore. We are Earth. What should we call this alliance?" Zara replied simply, "Call it what it is, humanity." Aliens who stayed. Not all aliens left. Some surrendered. Some were damaged. Others were born in labs and had never even seen the sky. Zara met with them. One was young, a hybrid like the one who exploded before. He spoke in broken English. "I don't want to fight." She looked into his eyes. "Then you won't have to. Welcome to Earth." A warning from the stars. One evening, Elia and Zara studied signals from space. They saw something odd. A repeating pattern. A distant transmission. Weak but real. Elia frowned. "It's not them again." "But it's someone else." Zara nodded. "Another race. Or maybe one of their enemies." Elia asked, "Do we respond?" Zara said, "Yes, but not with fear." Zara's final message. They powered the old satellite. Across space, Zara sent out a message in hundreds of languages. Not a threat, not a weapon, but a simple truth. To anyone listening, this is Earth. We are not perfect. We fight, we fall, we make mistakes, but we also protect. We also rebuild. We rise again and again. So if you come in peace, you are welcome. If you come to conquer, just know this. We are not alone. We are not weak. We are not easy. We are human. The torch passes. Zara returned to the camp one night. Aris was building a drone. He looked up. "Do you think there will be more heroes?" She handed him a small crystal. Torv's last gift. "There will be, and maybe next time. It's you." He smiled. A new dawn. The sun rose over Earth. Forests regrew. Oceans shimmered. Cities lit up, not with war, but with hope. Earth had changed. But in a good way. Together, the people of Earth had written a story that would echo across the stars. Not just about war, but about why humanity is worth saving.